Alright, folks, I am back. Sorry about that. Sorry about the little interruption. My memory space. There's no more memory on my camera. I had to go delete some shit. But I'm back. And I was talking about my David Bowie collection. Here we go. This is David Bowie Stage. Double live album. Really cool. More Bowie. Station to Station. Featuring the hit single Golden Years. Oh, how about the Fab Four? The Beatles? Twist and Shout. Really, really old school. You got like, I don't know if they're coffee marks or what, but it's a pretty dirty, pretty dirty album. How much did I pay for this? About $7. Not bad. Most of these I got I mean, at the farmer's market. I can't talk tonight. You're gonna have to forgive me. I don't know why. Okay. Beatles Rock and Roll Music. It's a really great compilation. 2 records. I think you have a total of 28 tracks on here. Got a really cool cover. This one was more pricey. $20. Yeah, good old farmer's market. Find a lot of good stuff there. This one doesn't have a cover, but it's Abbey Road. See? This doesn't have a cover, but it was given to me, so hey, whatever, right? I was working with a buddy. This is about 6 years ago. I was working with a guy, and I told him I got a turntable, and he said, "How would you like a copy of Abbey Road? You know, it doesn't have a cover, but I'll give it to you." I'm like, "Man, free Abbey Road? Sure." All right, next up, this is a Canadian band from Ontario. I believe Hamilton, Ontario, if I'm not mistaken. They're called Teenage Head, and I really like them. If I have to qualify their sound, I call it like pop punk, if you will. Really, really cool. Really catchy stuff. This is their second album, Frantic City, from 1980, I do believe. Yeah, 1980. Attic Records. Good Canadian stuff. Now, this album is really interesting. It's a mini LP they did called Tornado. But see a little difference here? This was released this was their first album to be released in the U.S. On MCA's label, and MCA thought that Teenage Head, see, Teenage Head, was a little too suggestive, so they added an S and called them Teenage Heads, which is crazy. I thought that was kind of funny, but whatever. This is actually a really good LP, so I liked it. Even though they had to change their name. This is a really rare live album, Teenage Head, King Street Teddy Boys. Got a bunch of live tracks from the late 70s, early 80s. This is crazy. Thinking back of how much I paid for this, it's crazy. This is, I think, the only record I ever got off eBay. Yeah, I kept getting, someone kept outbidding me, and until eventually I just bid a ridiculous price. I think I paid, if I remember correctly, I paid almost $70 for this, and that's very high. You know, I'm thinking about it now, like, what was I thinking? But I really wanted it. It's rare. You never see it anywhere. It doesn't even exist on CD. So live Teenage Head stuff doesn't come easy. So still cool to have, even though I paid too much for it. But at least it looks cool. Look at it. Look at that, huh? Yeah. Yeah, Teenage Head. Let me just pick up more stuff over here. Let's talk the movie-related stuff, soundtracks and whatnot. Well, this one isn't a soundtrack, but it's E.T. It's the book narrated by Michael Jackson himself. I got this pretty cheap, $9 at the farmer's market, but it didn't come with the book. The book was missing. That's why I got it so cheap, because I believe this is worth quite a bit of green when it comes with the book. But something that it did come with that I thought was cool, I'm going to show you. The poster. Huh? That's beautiful. I thought that was cool. That was worth the $9 alone. I used to have it hanging up on my wall in my basement in the video vault, but I didn't want it to get too worn out, so I put it back. So yeah, E.T. It's really cool to hear Michael Jackson sing the story of E.T. So yeah. Oh, soundtrack time. Fantasia, Walt Disney. This record has been in my family for ages and ages. My parents had this before I was born, I do believe. So it's been hanging around for quite a bit. I remember this freaking me out when I was a kid, the whole demon thing. I actually got this on VHS not long ago, but I haven't watched it yet, so I haven't seen it in years. I just remember that devil thing scaring the crap out of me. Yeah, the Fantasia. The next one, get ready, because it's probably one of my favorite vinyls that I own, just because it's so rare and I'm happy to have it. Boom! Howard the Duck. The music from the motion picture soundtrack. Songs produced by Thomas Dolby. This is really cool. I freaked when I found this. I got this at Spin It in Moncton. If you watch our road trip video that we did a few months ago, we go to Spin It, and I bought this a few years ago. So yeah, $4. $4 price tag. I left the price tag on it just to prove that it's cool, but it didn't cost me a handful. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the movie. I know it bombed and it didn't do too well in the 80s, but I love it. It's great cheese. Next up, Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Another movie I really like, so it's cool to have the soundtrack. Really great sleeve. I love me some CNC. Alright, got some Fast Times at Ridgemont High. A little Sean Penn action. Another movie I've loved since my high school years. This is another one I ended up buying on CD. It's got some great tunes. Another soundtrack that I absolutely love. A soundtrack that I never get tired of. Heavy Metal. From 1981. Wait for it. It's a great animated movie. For those who haven't seen it, watch it. Yeah. Oh, this one I talked about in one of my recent updates. I got it maybe last month, just in time for Halloween. Trick or Treat, which is a movie I'm really looking for. VHS, DVD, I don't even care. I found some VHSs of it on eBay, but they're so pricey. And one of them was like $40. I'm like, whoa! You know, as much as I love collecting VHS, I'm not gonna pay $40 for one tape. But I'll find it someday. Cocktail, Tom Cruise movie. Cocktail and Dreams, Cocktails and Dreams. Got some Beach Boys and stuff. Nice summer sounding music. Speaking of summer, got Back to the Beach with Annette Funicello and that guy. Can't remember his name. Hold on. I am totally forgetting. Frankie Avalon. There we go. Frankie Avalon. Right there. So yeah. What's cool about this record, and pretty much the main reason I bought it, is because you have a version of Surfing Bird by Pee Wee Herman. So I thought that was too cool for school. Back to the Beach. And last but not least, got Val Kilmer on vocals. Top Secret, which is another great movie from the makers of the original Airplane. And even this record has some humor on it. See, it says contains the record. And the songs are just hilarious. And Val Kilmer's actually a really good singer. So yeah, I was happy to find this. Pretty rare from what I believe. From what I understand, I should say. It's pretty rare. So yeah. So those are all the records I'm going to show off. That's most of my collection. Still have some on the shelf, but those are the ones I really wanted to show you. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'm sorry I kept stumbling my words tonight. Pretty tired, but yeah. So this is Jex saying peace out.